Happy Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Trevor Birchett with ABC24 in Memphis. We have a lot of weather to talk about over the next week and even 2 weeks. So I wanted to hop on and do kind of an extended look at the forecast, tell you what we're looking at, what you can expect. And specifically with this weekend, we have some pretty wild weather coming in. So if you are making weekend plans, you'll want to listen up and be ready to maybe adjust those plans, especially for Saturday. Let's start out with a check of your 7-day forecast. Just kind of give you the lay of the land of what we're expecting. Here in Memphis, we are seeing plenty of rain today on Wednesday. Pretty much going to rain all day long. We're not worried about really any severe weather today. Probably won't even see any thunderstorms. It's just going to be kind of a steady rain that continues through most of the day. Now, this will clear out tonight. We look better tomorrow. The sunshine will return for Thursday, but it will be colder. High of only 40 degrees. More clouds Friday up to 52. And then Saturday is when our next round of rain and storms comes in. And that round on Saturday could pack a little bit more of a punch. We're talking about heavy rain and possibly some severe weather. Notice we get all the way to the 60s on Saturday. And anytime you get that warm this time of year and you have a big cold front coming in, there's going to be a possibility of severe weather. We'll talk about that and what that means. But I do want to also look ahead to Sunday and next week, because after Saturday we clear out. We get back to the sunshine Sunday. It will be cold again, high of 40. We'll stay in the 40s for early next week. But we're also going to be talking about the middle of next week, because it looks like another cold front will come in by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. And that could come in with some winter weather. Key word there is being could. We'll talk about that here coming up, but let's talk about those rain chances for the next few days. Of course, Wednesday, our best chance of rain. It's pretty much going to rain all day today. Very slight chance of rain Thursday and Friday. Most of us will be completely dry Thursday and Friday, but then we get to Saturday. That's when that next storm system comes in. That's going to bring in a heavy round of rain Saturday. And again, that threat for some severe thunderstorms that we talked about. And then rain chances go pretty much down by Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, with just a slight chance of sprinkles after that. Of course, the biggest thing, though, is this weekend, and Saturday is pretty much going to be a washout. I will tell you right now, if you have any plans on Saturday, just be aware it is pretty much going to rain from sun up to sundown. The rain will be heavy at times, and there could be some severe weather in parts of the Mid-South Saturday. Sunday looks better. We'll actually have some sunshine Sunday, but notice it will be colder with a high around 40 degrees. So let's talk about that Saturday system. We're going to start out the hour-by-hour radar Friday night at 6 p.m. If you have Friday night plans around dinner time, not all too bad. But overnight Friday into Saturday morning, that rain is going to move on in. This is 3 a.m. Saturday. The rain has already started, and it's going to continue pretty much all day Saturday. This is now 11 a.m. Saturday, rain everywhere. And where you're seeing these yellows pop up, that's where there could be some heavier rain, and I do expect some of that through the day today. Now, all the way to 10 p.m., we are still seeing rain. This is when we could be seeing some heavier, stronger thunderstorms. Notice those yellows right over the Mid-South. We get up to 63 degrees, so it's going to be warm. It's going to be muggy. Some of those ingredients for severe thunderstorms kind of settling in Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. And then that cold front passes through. It clears the rain out of here, but that's when the temperatures drop. By Sunday, we'll wake up to temperatures in the 30s. Now, this is the current severe weather outlook for Saturday. You see the highest risk in the orange. That is actually just to our south. So portions of central Mississippi, really from Oxford down to Jackson, down to Macomb, over into northern Louisiana, portions of Arkansas and western Alabama. That is where the severe weather risk is highest on Saturday. Notice up in the Mid-South, we are in that possible category, which means severe thunderstorms are most likely to our south in this area, but we can't rule out some of them getting up to North Mississippi and into Memphis. I do think north of Interstate 40, it's pretty much going to be all rain. This is going to be a long and south of Interstate 40, where we have the highest risk of severe thunderstorms. And again, really the highest risk is probably going to stay even further to our south. This is the storm energy, and when you watch this starting Saturday morning, all of that storm energy kind of surges up from the Gulf of Mexico. This is really the fuel that the thunderstorms need to turn severe. And you see there's plenty of it all the way up into Memphis. So that's why we're saying there's at least a chance for some thunderstorms to be a little stronger on Saturday. This is what I'm thinking as far as your storm threats on Saturday. Wind gusts are probably one of the biggest concerns. We could see some storms that produce wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour. Heavy rain is really my biggest issue. A high risk of heavy rain, 2 to 5 inches on Saturday alone. That could lead to some flooding. Hail, not a huge concern. Tornadoes, not a huge concern for us. I think the tornado risk is going to be highest to our south, down closer to Jackson, Mississippi, but it is a low risk. It is a risk that is there. I can't completely rule out a tornado on Saturday in the Mid-South and the Memphis area. I think most of us will just see the heavy rain and maybe some high wind gusts. Again, we're still going to have to watch, though, because there's at least the potential for a little bit of hail or maybe a tornado or two in some of the strongest thunderstorms. I'm still going to be more concerned about the heavy rain, though. We've already seen a couple of inches of rain this week. And as we look ahead to the next 7 days, this includes Wednesday and then the storm system on Saturday. We're going to add in an extra 2 to 6 inches on top of what we already have. We've already seen about 2 or 3. We're going to see more where that came from. And especially Saturday, when we get some of that heavier rain, we could have some flooding on Saturday, especially on the streets and the roadways, especially the spots that usually flood. And then if you live near a creek or a stream or a river that can quickly rise up, we could be dealing with some of that flooding as we look ahead to Saturday. So again, just to show you one more time the severe weather threats, this is for Saturday. Heavy rain is the biggest concern. There will be heavy rain all day Saturday, and that could lead to 2 to 5 inches of rain. High wind gusts, damaging wind gusts are possible too. The tornado risk is low, but I can't completely rule one out. So like we said, that cold front clears out Saturday night. It does get a little colder by Sunday, but by the middle of next week, it does look like it's going to get even colder. I think we'll have another cold front next Tuesday, next Wednesday. That's the February 19th and 20th time frame. And our temperature outlook shows us that cold air diving down from the north and coming into the Memphis area. So it is going to be cold to start next week with highs in the 40s, but I think we'll get even colder by the middle of next week, next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, there's already been a lot of talk about winter weather. If you use the default weather app on your phone here, the one that just says weather that it just comes installed, it had a forecast for 18 inches of snow next week in Memphis, and that kind of blew up on social media, of course, because 18 inches is crazy. The reason it showed that, and if you check it this morning, it does not show that, is because that weather app, the default automatic one on your phone, goes off raw forecast data. So what happened was we had one model that showed 20 inches of snow randomly, nothing I would ever trust. But the weather app grabbed that and threw it into your phone. So it's always better to use an app that is hand-tailored by a meteorologist. Our app is great for that. There's a lot of other local apps you can choose too. Just one that has some human input to kind of look and say, okay, 20 inches does not sound right. Let's not put that on the app. But just a heads up, if you have seen that, I will bet my salary we will not see 20 inches of snow next week. But there is a possibility of some winter weather. Anytime it gets this cold, it's the middle of February. We are going to have a window of time here next Wednesday, maybe into next Thursday, where there could be some wintry weather. Here's what we know right now. Like I said, more snow, let's say not so fast. It's still 8 or 9 days away. We have a lot of time for things to change. Here's what I can tell you right now. It is going to be cold next week. Again, by the middle of next week, February 19th, February 20th, that's next Wednesday, Thursday time frame. It will get colder. We're looking for highs in the 30s, lows maybe in the teens and 20s. I'm really going to watch next Tuesday night as the cold front comes in. There could be a bit of a wintry mix. It doesn't look like all snow. It looks like we'll be a little bit too warm. There could be a mix of some rain, some snow, and some freezing rain Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, still way too far out for specific details because that can change. There have been so many times this winter where these models have shown more snow in the week ahead and then nothing happens. So we have to be really careful with what models we trust at this point. But there's at least a possibility of some kind of a rain-snow mix Tuesday night into Wednesday of next week. Again, way too early for specifics, way too early to tell if this would even happen, much less how much snow we might get. I'm not betting on a huge snowstorm at this point. I think there could be a little bit of wintry weather. But the bottom line is just be careful what weather app you trust. If your weather app is showing 18 to 20 inches for Memphis, you should probably pick another one. And another great option is the ABC24 app. It is a totally free download. Just search ABC24 in your App Store or Google Play. I can't really show you that from way over here, but if you open the app to the ABC24 app, there's a weather button at the bottom. When you go there, there's a full 7-day forecast. And it is the 7-day forecast that I personally type in every single day. So it is a handmade, human 7-day forecast. We have the hour by hour on here. And you also can click and watch the latest video forecast. So there's a lot of stuff on this app. And it's totally free. And again, it's made by a human. So I'm not going to put 20 inches on your weather app for next week. Here's one more look at the 7-day. Again, rain for today. As we look ahead to tomorrow, though, things start to clear up a little bit. Sun shines back for Thursday, high of 40. A couple of clouds Friday, but it looks dry, high of 52. That rain comes in Friday night, and it continues all day Saturday. It will rain constantly Saturday. There could be some heavy rain, 2 to 5 inches on Saturday. That could lead to some flooding. And then again, Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening, there's a potential for some severe weather. Flooding is the biggest threat. There could be some damaging wind gusts, and I can't completely rule out a tornado Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. We'll clear back out on Sunday, high of 40 with some sunshine, 44 Monday, 46 on Tuesday. Then we get that next little front that comes in. Right now I have a high of 36 on Wednesday. So most of this looks like rain right now, but early Wednesday morning, there could be a little bit of a rain-snow mix. We'll watch that carefully. Of course, we'll keep you updated. My biggest concern right now is Saturday with that heavy rain. So we're going to focus on that. Then we'll talk about next week. But of course, we're always live, local, and free right here on the ABC24 Plus app. If you don't have it, if you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, you can download our ABC24 Plus app on Roku, Fire TV, or Apple TV. It's a free download. Search ABC24 Memphis News. We have a constant live stream there of live and local newscasts, extended weather coverage, breaking news coverage, and all the sports you could ever want. It's right there on the ABC24 app. So again, a lot of weather coming up over the next few weeks. Stay tuned to ABC24 here in Memphis. Again, get that app, ABC24, in your App Store and Google Play. We'll keep you updated as the weather continues to change.